It is Foodie Friday, and the Montreal Food Divas are here with us. Diva 1, Diva 2, welcome back.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
It's been a long time. Did you guys have another late night Thursday night, so your night to go out? And...
No, we're going out tonight because we didn't want to miss it here.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, well, it's Chinese New Year, so we're going to be talking about your top picks for Asian restaurants.
Right.
And it was difficult to be able to find specifically Chinese restaurants because you don't see as many of just, you know, sort of Chinese, Japanese.
Yeah, the new craze is fusion. So a lot of it, even when we were looking up restaurants we've been to, we said, okay, what is the category they go under? It'll be Japanese, Chinese, or Thai fusion.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's mixing together. You also see that with Italian and French restaurants also, which is sort of, it's the new popular craze in Montreal.
It's true. I think it's part of what makes the Quebec scene, the fact that we have so much fusion.
It's unique.
Yeah. Specifically when it comes to Chinese New Year, are there specific types of food that are eaten symbolically?
Yeah, I mean, food plays a big role in all cultures, and for the Chinese New Year, a lot of the dishes have some sort of symbolism. So they'll eat noodles because it represents a long life, or clams because they look like coins, so it's for wealth.
I love that.
Yeah, or there's fish, which is traditionally served whole, so the head and the tail are still on, and that represents prosperity.
So I guess that we're going to have to come up with some sort of dish that incorporates the noodles, the clams.
Yeah, it would be great. It would be great, yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at your top picks. We're going to be starting with a soup at Pho Lien.
Yeah.
If that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
That's how it starts. So pho soup is a Vietnamese soup, and Pho Lien is the place to have pho soup in Montreal. It is a small community restaurant in the Côte de Neige area. It is not, it's not for your wild night. It's to have authentic Vietnamese food. My petit frère, my little brother, he's there all the time. We laugh at him. He eats there alone sometimes. Yeah. And it's surprising how many people you meet, and you'll ask about good pho, and everybody says Pho Lien. I've never had another answer.
But what's the difference? Because we know there are countless of these pho restaurants out there.
It's the broth. Yeah. It's the broth. Their broth is amazing. I mean, they'll offer you different, you can put brisket inside, you can put, one of the soup will have innards, beef, but it's their broth.
Okay, usually it comes with like leaves of, is that coriander?
Yeah, it's mint.
It's mint.
It'll have usually mint leaves.
Yeah. And when you squeeze that lime in there,
amazing.
It is delicious.
Amazing, yeah.
It's really good.
Okay, so I'm going to have to make sure I check out Pho Lien. Next, quinoa.
Yes, so this is on Saint Denis, and Saint Denis is full of great restaurants, and this is one of those places where if you're not looking for it, you're probably going to miss it, but it's definitely worth a stop. And this is the octopus dish. And they say you eat with your eyes, and it's definitely appealing. And it was cut really, really thin, and that made it absorb the yuzu and the ponzu marinade, which gave it like a little bit of a citrus flavor. So it was really refreshing, actually.
Is that sort of a calamari texture?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really tender because of the way it was cut. So, and we prefer it like this, not fried, so.
Yeah, that's a healthier option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been hearing so much about this restaurant, Chu Chai.
Okay, so Chu Chai is a great story. We have our friend, she's a vegetarian and vegan. Her name is Vegan Vixen, and we drag her around the city eating meat, shrimp, trying to convince her, but she stays true.
You're trying to make her into a
We're
carnivore.
trying to convert her, yeah. But she'll go. She's the vegetarian option in restaurants. But at Chu Chai, she said, you know what? I'm going to win for once. You're going to come to a vegan restaurant. So this dish is called beef Penang, but there's no beef. It's faux beef. So they'll mimic the texture of certain seafood and meat.
You mean that's not real beef?
That's not real beef. And it was actually very good. And we went in there thinking we're going to kill her. We don't want to eat this. But it was really good. Their sauces were really good. They mimic different meats and seafood. It's not a complete perfect match.
Right.
But if you have a vegetarian vegan friend and you want to go here, you will not have a bad meal.
So you know that you're not eating beef when you eat this beef.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll know the difference.
And
but
it's
the
a
texture.
Thai restaurant with Chinese overtones.
Yeah, and so the Penang is that coconutty, spicy.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a bit of spice, a bit of sweet.
I love that.
Yeah.
This next restaurant is one of my favorites, and it's like top rated on all of the food blogs. Kazu.
Everyone knows about it. There's always a lineup outside, and with good reason. I mean, the food is great, and the prices aren't that high.
Yeah.
So when we went, this was one of the dishes that we had, which was the Japanese pancake.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it's really good. I mean, it's made with traditionally with cabbage and eggs and vegetables, and we added shrimp to it. That was an option. And I mean, there's mayo drizzled over it, which sounds a bit strange, but it really works with it, and the bonito flakes as well.
Again, this real fusion style food.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you said those are bonito flakes?
Yeah. So they add like a little smoky element to it.
Yeah, the chef, when I went there, I asked the chef about that. He says he makes those by hand, and he has this machine that blows them into sort of like rice puffs at the top of the meal. Oh my gosh, so delicious. But really, everything at Kazu is pretty
Everything
good.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, not finally, but black cod at
Flyjin.
Flyjin.
So Flyjin is the new Montreal nightlife spot. It's an izakaya. It's there's barely a sign. It's right off of St. Paul in Old Montreal, and everyone knows it for its drinks because it has great cocktails, great night ambiance. Right now, everybody's there. Everyone's talking about it. But what people don't know is their food. They have a really good raw menu, and this isn't one of their raw pieces. It's their black cod. They do it with miso and with truffles, and the flavor. We were recommended by the waiter to order it. We're not big cod people. We said, let's try it. When I came back the next week, I asked for it again. They're like, sorry, we're sold out. It's amazing, and you don't expect it because people sort of think of it as a bar, but you can be very surprised there.
These izakayas have really been taking off. Can you just
everywhere.
explain to our viewers a little bit the concept of a Japanese izakaya?
So the idea is it's a place that you go for drinks, really good cocktails, but they also serve food. In Japan, there'll be specific food. Here, I think it's much more lenient, once again, fusion. So it'll have different types of food. They're more discreet places. They're not places that are going to have a huge sign, crazy advertising. They're known for their little dishes and their great cocktails.
And that's the idea. It's almost
Tapas
like
style.
Japanese tapas.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I love the izakayas. It's always a fun scene. Finally, Ryu for their
Nigiri.
Nigiri.
Yeah, so we went here for Petit Frè's birthday, and
for who?
Petit Frère.
Okay.
And so on this plate, I mean, you had the salmon and the red snapper and the hamachi, which I mean, you don't usually find that on the menu too often, but it was really fresh, and the sea bass, everything. And we also ordered the filet mignon nigiri, and it had, I mean, barely seared, still raw inside, caramelized onions on top for a sweet element. Just amazing dishes there.
And I love this again because you know what? Countless sushi places. How do you know where to find a good one?
Right.
Food Divas, Diva 1, Diva 2. I know you postponed your evening of dinner so that you could make it on time for the morning show. I hope you have a great time tonight.
Thank you.
And all of the global girls are hoping to join you one of these days.
Yeah, definitely.
Anytime, we can't wait.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, girls.
Thanks a lot.